Welcome to this lesson. Before we begin, kindly subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Let's start. So in today's lesson, we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 Extended Variant 2-3 October-November 2019. The first question, write down the temperature that is 7 degrees below negative 3 degrees centigrade. Making a number line is a sure way of getting the correct answer. This is 0. Negative 3 is here. We are moving 7 degrees below. Below means on the left hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is negative 3, negative 4. When you count like that, this is negative 10 degrees Celsius. The next question, just put the whole thing in the calculator for the answer. You will get 6. Question number 3. A list of numbers have been given to us. From this list, write down a cube number. To find a cube number, we multiply the number by itself. So like 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is a cube number. This will give us 18. 8. 8 is not in the list. Then try the other cube number. 27. Yes, we have it in the list, so that is our answer. A prime number. A prime number is that number which is not in any other times table except 1 and itself. Or it is not divisible by any other number except 1 and itself. If you want to know more about numbers, I have made a video explaining to you the topic, plus topic-wise questions are also there, so you can go through it. Here, 47 is a prime number. Find the highest common factor of 84 and 105. There are two ways to do it, by solving using the factor tree or the other way, which I'm going to show you now. So write 84 here, and we are going to divide it by prime numbers. We start with the lowest prime number, which is 2. 84 divided by 2 is 42. Can you divide 42 by 2? Yes. And the answer you will get is 21. Now 21 you cannot divide by 2, so we will use the next prime number, which is 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 7 divided by 7 is 1. So the prime factorization of 84 is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. Now the same will do for 105. 105 is an odd number. You cannot divide it by 2. So try with 3. You will be able to divide it and you will get 35. 35 cannot be divided by 3, which is the next prime number, 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 7 divided by 7, 1. The prime factorization of 105 is 3 times 5 times 7. After this step, whatever is common, circle it. So we have a 3, which is common, and 7. So your HCF is 3 multiplied by 7, which is 21. Next, question number 5. Write in standard form. Remember that if there is no decimal, you have a whole number. The decimal is after the number. When we are writing in standard form, we can have only one number before the decimal. So 7.2 multiplied by 10. We moved this decimal to 4 places, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be to the power of 4. If we move the decimal to the left, we have a positive power. The next one is we are going to move the decimal till here, correct? 1.8 multiplied by 10. We move the decimal 3 places to the right. If we move the decimal to the 3 places on the right, the power will be negative 3. Question number 6, expand and simplify. If the coefficient of x is 1 in both the brackets, there's an easy way to expand the bracket. Write x squared and then add the two numbers. So 3 plus 5 is going to give us 8 and put an x next to it. For the second part, multiply the two numbers. Plus 3 multiplied by plus 5 is plus 15. So we can just write plus 15. Next, find the gradient of the line that is perpendicular to the line 2y is equal to 3 plus 5x. We will write this equation in the format of y is equal to mx plus c. 2y is equal to 5x plus 3. The 2 will move to the other side, it will be a divide. So what's our gradient? M is the gradient is 5 over 2. To find the perpendicular gradient, we always flip over our gradient. We had 5 over 2, we are going to write 2 over 5 and make it negative. So your answer is negative 2 over 5, or you can write it as a decimal, negative 0.4. Next question, when sine x is equal to 0.36, find the acute angle. Therefore, x is equal to sine inverse 0.36. And we will get the answer 21.1. That's our acute angle. The obtuse angle x. For the sine rule, when you want to find the obtuse angle and you got the acute angle, we just have to subtract from 180 the acute angle that you got. This will give us 158.9 degrees. Next question, a cuboid has been given to us. We have been given the length, the width, and the height. We have to find the surface area of this cuboid. To find the surface area, we are going to use the formula. See, remember it is length multiplied by width plus length multiplied by height. Okay? And for the third part, we will just multiply the width with the height and put a 2 before each one. So our length is 9.5 and our width is 5. And height is 7 and width is 5 and height is 7. The whole thing in the calculator, and we got 298 square centimeter. Question number 10. 5n is the mean of the three numbers. Find the value of n. To find the mean, we add the numbers. So 391 plus n minus 1. We divide by the frequency of. How many numbers do we have? We got 1, 2, and 3 numbers. So we divide by 3. That will give us the mean. Mean is 5n. So now we have to simplify this. 391 minus 1 is 390. N plus n is 2n. 3 is a divide. When we move to the other side, it will be a multiply. So you are left with 390 plus 2n is equal to 15n. Bring the 2n to the other side. It will be a negative 2n. 15 minus 2n. 15n minus 2n. So 390 is equal to 13n. 390 divided by 13 is n. Therefore, n is 30. Next question, factorize. 12x plus 15. What is common in 12 and 15? First, write the bracket. Put a plus in the middle. X is not common, so the x is going to be here. Now the numbers. We know that 3 times 4 is 12 and 3 times 5 is 15. What is common? The 3 is common, correct? Put that out. What are you left with? 4 and 5. So your answer is 3, 4x plus 5. The next part of the question, we have to factorize. Whenever we have 4 terms, break it into 2 terms, okay? What is common here? Now you can see very clearly it is x. So you have y minus 2. And what is common here? Plus 3. Because 3 times 1 and 3 times 2 will give us 6. The 3 we remove out. We'll be left with y minus 2. This can be written as the bracket which is 2 times, we write it as one bracket, y minus 2. And the numbers which are, and the variable which is out, x plus 3, we combine it. So that's our answer. Always remember that the inside bracket, this y minus 2 and y minus 2 must be same. If it is not same, you have made a mistake somewhere. Question number 12. A is the point 21 and B is the point 94. Find the length AB. To find the length, we use the length or the distance formula, which is square root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So we write the points to, we'll write it in another way. We will write it as 21 and 94. So this is your x and this is your y. 2 minus 9 square plus 1 minus 4 square. The whole thing just put in the calculator. You will get 7.615. Round it to 2 decimal place. The number after 1 is 5. If you have 5 or more, we add 1. So the answer is 7.62. Question number 13. A straight line joins the points 3k, 6 and k, negative 5. The line has a gradient of 2. Find the value of k. To find the gradient, we use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I find that children get confused in what is x2 and y2 and y1. So for that reason, we just write the points this way. 3k and 6 and k and negative 5. This is your y. So for the gradient, we are going to write 6 minus 5. Remember that there's a negative with the 5 and there's also a negative in our formula. And then the x, 3k minus k. This is equal to the gradient. What is the gradient? 2. You will get 11 over 2k is equal to 2. To find k, we cross multiply. 11 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2, 4k. This 4 we bring to the other side. So 11 over 4 is k. 11 over 4, that will give us k is equal to 2.75. Next question, find the nth term of each sequence. Whenever you have a fraction, we solve the numerator in a separate way and a denominator in a different way. So the first one is 1 and the sequence in the denominator is 2, 4, 6, 8. We can see that we have to add 2 every time to get the answer. So it's an arithmetic sequence and we use the formula a plus n minus 1 d. Our a is 2. Difference we found is 2. We expand the bracket. 2 plus 2n minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. We are left with 2n. So the nth term is 1 over 2n. There's an easier way to solve this. We know that our difference is 2, correct? So we write 2n. And then from the first term, we minus the difference. 2 minus 2, 0. So we get 2n and we replace it in the denominator. Next question, we have 1, 5, 25, 125, 625. You can see that these numbers are multiples of 5. Let's check if the power works. This is 5 to the power of 1, 5 to the power of 2, 5 to the power of 3. But what about 1? It is 5 to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. This term is 1, but we have a 0 here. This is 2. We have a 1 here. Therefore, our nth term is 5 to the power of n minus 1. Question number 15. We have been given a fraction. We have to show all the steps and give the fraction in its simplest form. It's a 4-mark question. You need to know to solve fractions very well. It's a very oft-repeated question. So let's start. Let's write down 2 over 3 plus 1 over 4 multiplied by 2 over 3. Because we are using the order of operations or the BIDMAS or the BODMAS rule, we first multiply. 1 multiplied by 2, 2. 4 multiplied by 3, 12. Now we have a plus sign in the middle. Whenever there's an addition or a subtraction or fraction involved, you always need to have a common denominator. We can see that 3 multiplied by 4 will give us 12. So we also multiply the numerator. 2 multiplied by 4, 8, plus 2. Because the denominators are same, we can write it as one fraction. So 8 plus 2, 10 over 12. This will give us 5 over 6. A very easy 4-mark question. Question number 16. We have been given a scatter graph. 10 athletes compete in both the 100-meter race and the triple jump race. The results are shown in the scatter diagram. This is the distance in the triple jump and this is the time for the 100 meters. So let's read the question. One of these athletes jumps 15.12 meter in the triple jump. Write down his time for the 100-meter race. 15.12 in the triple jump. 15.12 is here and we have to find the answer for the time for 100 meters. So we just go up and here. This is going to be 12.88. The reason being each 2 points is 2. So this is 12.82, 12.84. So this is 12.88. Next question. The values of 2 other athletes are shown in the table. Distance in the triple jump and time for the 100-meter seconds. On the scatter diagram, we have to plot these points. So the first point is 14.74. 14.74 is here and the corresponding is 13.2. So 13.2 is here. This is our point. The next one is 15.2. 15.2 is here and the corresponding value 12.76. This is 2, 4, 6. So we just have to find the point here. This is the point. Next, on the scatter diagram, draw a line of best fit. When we draw a line of best fit, we try to have equal number of points on both the sides. So this is the line of best fit. Next, what type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram? You can see the points are going down, right? So it is a negative correlation. We are done with this question. So question number 17 is an inequality question. Let's read the question. By shading the unwanted regions on the grid, draw and label the region R that satisfies the following inequalities. X is between -2 and 3. X is more than -2. Because it is more than -2, X is here. Draw a dotted line and x is less than or equal to 3. The equal means we make a solid line. So that is when x is equal to 3. Now for the other equation, y is less than or equal to x plus 3. First, we'll draw the line. So in place of x, let's take negative 5. And when x is negative 5, y is negative 2. So we found one point here, and you can choose another point. I will choose when x is 0. When x is 0, y is 3. So this is one point. Now we'll draw the lines. Sorry, the line. So this is the line. We need to find the inequality. Is this the part or this the part? Choose one point. I usually prefer to choose 0 and 0 if you have it. This is our equation, correct? Y is less than or equal to x plus 3. In place of y, put 0. The reason I'm putting 0 is I've chosen this point where x is 0 and y is 0. In place of x, substitute 0. So you get 3. Is 0 less than 3? Yes, it is. So this is our wanted region, and the top part is the unwanted region. So shade that part and this part. We are left with the middle part, which is the region that we are looking for. So this is R. This brings us to the end of this lesson. For question number 18 onwards, kindly watch the second part. Do subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. If you like the video, I've been able to help you, give a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.